Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about Wiccan rituals and how you can make the most of them. But before we do, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you do want to get some more ideas for your Wiccan rituals, have a look at my book, Crafting Your Wiccan Path. The link to that is in the description field below this video. When it comes to ritual, Wicca certainly has plenty of it because rituals are a way for us to connect to ourselves, to connect to the divine, to connect to spirit, and just to connect to the expression, the creativity that can go into a ritual. It's very much a form that just simply gives us an opportunity to take time out of our normal everyday existence and connect. It can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be. The point of a ritual really is to just give you that opportunity to connect and to provide for you a form in which you can use to be able to connect. But getting more out of your ritual is really about you and your relationship to yourself and your own creativity. There are many books out there on Wicca. I have one of them, and they will give you rituals that you can do, give you ideas for things that you can do to celebrate the Sabbats or the lunar rites. And there's heaps of blogs on the internet that can also point you in the right direction in regards to simple rituals that you can do for all Sabbats and lunar rites and various other things. But just following a recipe for a ritual isn't really where the strength of the ritual is. That's just a form. And the actual essence, that is what you're really doing a ritual for. It's to feel that connection to who you really are, to feel that connection to your own divinity, and to connect to the divine in nature and the divine in general. So the form of the ritual is just a guideline to how you can create a structure to be able to experience the essence of the ritual within. Think of the ritual itself, the form, as being like the cup, but what goes in the cup is actually the juice or the wine or whatever you want to call it. So you may have a form there that you've gotten from either a book or from the internet, and you're wanting to know, well, how do I make this come alive more? Well, one of the ways you can do that is to use your creativity. So this means that you can be creative within the structure of a ritual. There are many correspondences to ritual work, various different oils for various different Sabbats and different deities, various different colors that are associated with the various Sabbats and with the moon and the lunar rites. So you can get decorative and decorate your altar, even make yourself a special robe or some sort of special headdress or something that is connected to the ritual that you're doing, because what that does, what the visual and even the wearing of something does, is it just helps transport you out of the mundane material world into a sacred space. When it comes to magic, the imagination is huge. The imagination is really important. And it's not surprising that the imagination has often been demonized and vilified and ignored in the normal Western material culture. It's ignored by science, it's ignored by the academics, it's ignored because it's seen as being something that's just, oh, that's just your imagination. It's just make-believe. But we have an imagination for a reason. Everything we have is for a reason. And our imagination is our doorway to being able to create an astral experience of our connectedness to the divine and to ourselves. So use your imagination, create material, tangible things around you, decorations, flowers, oils, candles, altar cloths, what you wear. to connect you to the ritual, and you'll find that even just that alone will help connect you more with what it is that you're doing. The second thing that you can do is use your imagination, whereby you are projecting through imagery a scene. So maybe you are imagining that you are in a total different place to where you may be, especially if you're doing a rite somewhere that you may not have a lot of room. You may want to imagine that you are actually in this beautiful forest or at a beach or somewhere. Use your imagination to create the perfect ritual space for yourself, even if you don't necessarily physically have it, because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. And when it comes to using your imagery, your creativity and your imagination, you're creating something on that astral level. So you're creating an astral temple, essentially. So create it how you want to create it. Visualize the deities that you're working with standing there with you. Maybe they're standing by your side, maybe they're standing there in front of you, and maybe between you and them you're forming a triangle or a square, or if you're just dealing with one deity, you're connecting to that deity. Imagine them there. And just allow your imagination to help also bring you into that fun of the ritual and the connectedness to the ritual. These things will help you connect to the words of the ritual as well. So look at the words, look at what's written in the ritual. How can you connect more to those words? How do those words make you feel? And how do you visualize those words? How do you hear more of the sounds? What's the scent of the ritual? What does it feel like from a tangible point of view? Involve all of your senses as much as you can. And the third way to bring more into your ritual life is to allow your everyday life to become a part of your spiritual practice. When we separate spirit from mundane, we disconnect. We get ourselves pinched off from who and what we really are, because what we really are spiritual beings having an experience here on this material plane. So we don't want to be pinching ourselves off from being those connected beings, and we are part of, infinite all. So we want to always remember that that is what we are and who we are. So bring your rituals, or bring your everyday life and experiences of everyday life into connecting with maybe the themes of the Sabbat. So for example, if it is Samhain and it's all about death and rebirth, so what aspects of your life are you needing to let go of? What aspects of life do you want to let go of? What's happening in your life at this moment? And journal down these things, because you can do this during the ritual, or you can do this in preparation for the ritual. It's bringing your life into spirit and spirit into your life. And this is where the juice is. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's about making everything that you experience in your life a part of your path. It's not saying some things are okay and other things aren't okay. If it comes up, then it's meaningful in some way, and you have the opportunity to use it as part of your spiritual practice. It might be something you need to do shadow work on, for example. It might be something that's asking you to step up and maybe face some fears, or to get out of your comfort zone. All of this can be then included into your rituals, so that can be part of spell work if you're doing spell work as a part of a ritual. Every month we get the opportunity to start again with the new moon. Every month we get the opportunity to look at what's coming to fruition and what we can let go of with the waning moon. So use this and enjoy it, and bring it into your life, and that will give your life so much more meaning and much more of a sense of connection. This is the sort of thing I teach in the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. We do rituals. I give people the ritual scripts, and then I demonstrate how you use those scripts, and give you some tips on what you can use to visualize to help you connect to those rituals. And then of course you can modify them and change them however you will. So if you're really wanting to bring Wicca into your life and have a sacred spiritual life, so that it's not just this, oh, what do I do? I'm so confused, I don't know where to start or what to do. If you're ready to really bring your life into more of a spiritual context, and believe me, now is as good a time as any, because we are going through so much spiritually in regards to transitions, then have a look at the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. The link is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.